resistance.
So it's possible that the reason that insulin resistance drives PCOS is because the ovaries maintain their sensitivity, and the insulin is kind of stimulating this enzyme to continue to convert into androgens. And that increased level of androgens specifically inside the ovary can drive PCOS, because when we become insulin resistant, we produce so much more insulin. And if the ovaries are still insulin sensitive, they're essentially getting bombarded with insulin for a very long period of time.
That was the original video where I received this comment. Insulin circulating absolutely does not cause the ovaries to produce more testosterone, which was followed up by saying that insulin is not the cause of elevated testosterone in PCOS. And it's just physiology that insulin does not stimulate the ovaries to make more testosterone. This was then followed up by a few disrespectful comments about my age and just claiming that I do not understand physiology. And now I don't typically make videos responding to negative comments, but with this at least we can learn something. Insulin, without a doubt, unquestionably increases the production of steroid hormones by upregulating the production of the enzymes responsible for converting cholesterol into the steroid hormones. If you take ovarian cells and put them in a petri dish and put insulin in the fluids surrounding them, this drastically increases their testosterone production. And if you take females and you give them insulin injections, their production of testosterone almost doubles in less than 5 hours. Therefore, all the studies that we currently have indicate that insulin does indeed increase androgen levels, especially within the ovaries. For more detail, the reason for this is because insulin actually induces two main signaling cascades within a cell: metabolic signaling and mitogenic signaling. The metabolic signaling cascade is responsible for increasing that cell's uptake of things like glucose, lipids, and amino acids. And the mitogenic cascade is responsible for increasing the production of growth factors. It is virtually unquestionable that some of these growth factors within the ovaries include testosterone and other androgens. And it appears that in PCOS, the ovaries have what is referred to as selective insulin resistance, in which the ovaries do not have the metabolic response to insulin, but they do in fact maintain their mitogenic response, which is the signaling pathway that increases the production of androgens. And because peripheral insulin resistance, such as in places like the fat tissue, the liver, and the muscles, causes a compensatory increase in insulin production to overcome this insulin resistance, because the ovaries still respond properly to the mitogenic signaling actions of insulin, these high levels of insulin radically increase the production of androgens within the ovaries, which does appear to be one of the most important driving factors of the formation of cysts within the ovaries. And although it absolutely is not the cause of all PCOS, some of the smartest individuals in the world of PCOS actually suggest that all women with PCOS should be treated for insulin resistance, because the hyperinsulinemia caused by insulin resistance appears to affect between 65 and 70% of women with PCOS, and 70 to 80% of the individuals with PCOS who also have obesity. Therefore, these comments were not just rude, but they were absolutely positively incorrect.